All right, cool. We're live on TikTok. Let me redo the space. Yo, yo, can you guys hear me? Hopefully, everyone over on Twitter can hear me. Let me check, just double check really quick. We're making sure everything's good to go. Oops. Let me fix the space really quick. Let me see. Good afternoon, everyone. For the live stream, what is up? Pulling up this live, make sure it's still going. For the live stream, what is up? Okay. Cool. Well, guys, happy altcoin season eve. I feel like we're on the cusp. We're getting there. We're so close. We're so close. We just gotta stay patient. Please, everyone, like and repost the live. Let's get it going. Let's get this shit going. Like and repost the live stream. Like and repost the space. Okay? The space sounds crispy. Yeah, it sounds really good with this microphone that I'm using. We're going to be doing things on a professional grade level from now on. Okay, good microphone. We're going to be talking about the three frog narrative, you guys. Okay, this is arguably, I mean, it's not even an argument. You can't even argue this. This is the number one best narrative for the entire cycle. You have the boys club. Okay, you have the boys club narrative. That's directly tied to Pepe in Pepe's book and Pepe's narrative. I would say that and the three frog narrative are the two most bullish narratives for this entire cycle. And you've seen, we've been seeing what Landwolf and Andy are doing as the direct, best friends of Pepe, right? Being part of the boys club. They did like over 100 something percent just recently. These past 30 days, right, guys? So absolutely insane. And this is just the beginning. I think in the past 30 days or so, FEFE is up. Let me see. Let me check really quick. I think FEFE is up something like 30%. Coin market cap. So, guys, if you want to know what is this three frog narrative that I'm always talking about, okay? Basically, Matt Fury went and made multiple books. Pepe, let's get into the Pepe lore, why Pepe is famous, why he's important, why he's the number one most used meme in the world on Twitch, on Reddit, on 4chan, everywhere. Okay? Matt Fury is a famous artist who made Pepe, okay, the frog, and he was part of the Boys Club book. Okay, he was like you could say a main character frog in the Boys Club book. And in the book, there was a part in the book where Pepe goes to the bathroom, he pees with his pants down, and Landwolf, I think it was, walks in on him, and he's like, "Hey, yo, you pee with your pants down, bro. What the, And Pepe is like, "Hey, feels good, man." And that's where people from 4chan users took that "feels good, man," and the Pepe face, and they just turned it into a famous meme. And then you got the sad Pepe, which a lot of people connected to, and it just spread like a viral meme. Everyone just understood it when they saw the sad Pepe face. They understood it, they felt it, and they just wanted to share it. And that's how Pepe kind of got his start, right? And there's much more to the story. You can watch the Feels Good Man documentary about Matt Fury and Pepe and all that stuff. And that's how Pepe became the most famous meme in the world. It even branched on past, 4chan, got onto social media, mainstream, all that stuff. Fast forward till now, and what does Pepe do? Pepe becomes a meme coin during the bear market, and just spurs on this insane multi-billion-dollar bull run. Multi-billion-dollar meme coin, and kind of starts this meme coin narrative and bull run just because of Pepe. So you have the most famous meme in the world leading the meme coins and meme coin narrative, giving us what we have now, this massive meme coin mania where everyone's trying to have the next billion-dollar runner. And we've had all these other successful big meme coins come out, all this crazy stuff. That is because of Pepe. Next, you have another book, and apparently, I don't know, I haven't verified this 100%. I think these dates might be a little off. I'm not sure. I've heard something that, Hoppy maybe was the first frog and first book, the Night Riders, but let's just completely forget about that. Bottom line is, there's another book that Matt Fury made called The Night Riders. And there is another main character frog called Hoppy that comes from that book. And guess what Hoppy went on to do? He went on to do 100 million or more. 100 million or more. He is the second frog after Pepe. And a lot of people say, I guess people were saying that Matt Fury got his idea to create Pepe from Hoppy. So Hoppy was like the first iteration, I guess. And then you have Pepe. So they tie together in that way. But even forgetting about who came first or whether or not Pepe, he got his inspiration to create Pepe from Hoppy. The bottom line is, The Night Riders is another book by Matt Fury, and Hoppy comes from it as a main character frog in that book. And it became a meme coin and went to over 100 million. Next, you have the third book called Mind Viscosity down here. Okay, if you guys are watching the live stream, I'm showing people, okay, Mind Viscosity, and you have FEFE. And he's also a main character frog in that third book. And went to 11.4 million a year ago when we had that little mini bull run surge happen. And many coins right now can't even pass 5 million all-time high. Okay, so you have FEFE all-time high, 11.4 million, sitting at, what is it? 195K is what it says on CoinMarketCap. If Pepe is sitting at billions, Hoppy already went to over 100 million and it's sitting at like 3 million right now. Where do you think FEFE is going to go? The community never left. It continues to build. It already ran to 11.4 million, higher than most coins can even go right now. Okay? And here's the crazy thing. FEFE is the direct representation of Pepe. I don't know of any more of a bullish narrative in crypto than this. Right? Because what you essentially have is this entire bull run narrative, right, is derived around Pepe, the leader, Pepe, the next Dogecoin, Pepe, the main coin, the main narrative for this cycle. And why is Pepe famous? Why is Pepe the most famous meme in the world? Why is Pepe the number one meme coin for this cycle? I'll tell you, there's one reason. And it is directly tied to FEFE. That's the big part. The reason Pepe is going to be the number one meme coin in the world and the number one meme for this cycle, leading the bull run, leading altcoin season, leading the memes, starting the meme narrative. Why is Pepe doing all these things? Why is Pepe the one to do it? Because it became the most famous meme on 4chan. So what does FEFE, why is FEFE one of the most bullish beta plays to Pepe for this bull run? Because FEFE is the character of FEFE, his whole purpose and existence, who FEFE is literally the description of the representation of Pepe becoming a meme. So the whole reason we even have the number one meme in the world, Pepe, becoming the number one meme coin, the one that's leading this bull run, FEFE is the direct representation of the reason that we have this. You can't tell me there is a more bullish narrative out there. Cool. You got Boys Club. You got the Three Frog narrative, which FEFE is also part of. But then you have the Pepe and FEFE correlation. FEFE is the Shiba Inu to Dogecoin, right? FEFE is the Shiba Inu to Pepe. So what you have here is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You have an insane narrative. Here's the crazy thing. Many people know about the Three Frogs. They know about the Three Frog narrative, but people have been destroyed. They have been rinsed out of this market. They are tired of waiting, and they are chasing new coins. They are chasing new things. All while the number one meme in the world, Pepe, is being slept on. So you think if Pepe is being slept on, you don't think that FEFE is going to be slept on? Of course it is. But does that mean you have to be stupid? Does that mean you have to follow the crowd and do what they're doing? No. In fact, everybody knows, everyone talks about how to not follow the crowd. Who are the guys that win the biggest? Who are the guys that win the most? They have the edge. They find things, they understand it before the crowd, before everyone. They're the ones bringing it to the crowd, right? It's not rocket science. Okay? And even right now, let me stay on topic. It's not rocket science. Matt Fury made Three Frogs. There's three main character frogs. It is Pepe, Hoppy, and FEFE. Pepe's the leader for this cycle. Then that means FEFE is worth billions. And it's sitting under 200K. Do you understand how insane that is? And Hoppy has already shown as a beta play to Pepe what it can do and what FEFE could potentially do. So it's not even like a first time, like, oh, we're not even doing what Hoppy had to do, which was prove itself as like, okay, yeah, Pepe has a frog beta play brother. Let's see if it does well. No, it did well. Hoppy already fucking proved that. So now what we have is confirmation. FEFE is going to fucking fly when the liquidity comes back into the market and people find that there's a three frog narrative. There's Hoppy, there's FEFE. They've seen what these coins have already done. FEFE put in higher highs and higher lows with massive volume for over a year now. And the only time that FEFE broke its higher low was when the entire market, Landwolf, Andy, everything broke its higher low. Even PEPE broke its higher low. FEFE still held its higher low for a long time, but then it eventually gave it to the market. Because it has to. Every coin has to obey the liquidity laws and what's going on in the market. If it doesn't, then there's something fishy going on, quite frankly. Let's look at these comments. Most deaf gangsta, FEFE all day. FEFE is cooler than Hoppy, not gonna lie. Just needs more attention. Yeah, it has more ROI for sure. Yeah. See, and it's good, man. These are people from YouTube. These are all people from YouTube commenting. YouTube knows what's up. Let me pull up the YouTube live stream. Guys, what we have on our hands is just stupidly insane. And that's why I'm so bullish. That's why I get on here. That's why that's why I'm going to continue to do these live streams, these spaces, and talk about these frogs, because I would be absolutely stupid not to be. Right? So there we go. Mute the site. There we go. All right, now we're good. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to get my YouTube live stream going. But yeah, shout out to YouTube over there. Shout out to Twitter. Guys, please share the live stream. Get it out there, repost. Come on, guys. This is the thing. In my mind, to me, it's not a matter of trying to convince people to buy these 3 tokens. It's not a matter of convincing people that these are good. It's not rocket science. It doesn't take skill. It doesn't take, nothing special. It's just common sense. It's simple to understand. It's PEPE. Anything connected to PEPE in this manner is extremely valuable, and it's going to fly. People are going to bid on it. And so my job is just to tell people about it. Like, if you don't know that gold is an asset, then you just don't even buy it. Like, if you don't know something exists, you can't even think to buy it. So our job is to bring people awareness of these coins, so that way they have a chance to buy it. And I want as many people to find FEFE, Hoppy, and PEPE at these low levels before they take off. Because not only is that going to look better for me, because the more people win, the better my brand does. What's up, FEFE fan page? What's goody? But the more decentralized, the more the coins are going to be, the more people are going to win. And the more people who win from the bottom, the more free advertising we get. Because the more people, if we can pile in thousands of people at the bottom, then when their ROI starts going crazy, guess what they're going to do? They're going to go out there and tell everybody about FEFE. They're going to be screaming from the top of their lungs when they turn 20. I want thousands of people to get into FEFE with $25. Because then we can get fuckloads of people into FEFE without the market cap going super, super fucking high. Right? And then when their $25 turns into $5,000 or more, 10,000, however much, they're going to start telling everybody. And then guess what? more people know about FEFE, more people invest into it, more people come, it goes higher. Then the guys that are getting in late, they're still gonna make money because this bitch is still gonna keep running. Because Pepe's mimetic force and strength is so insane. What do you think is going to happen to a real community, real leaders, real community members with a real fire, high octane fucking gasoline narrative like Fefe the Frog, which is the direct representation of Pepe becoming a meme off of 4chan? That kind of narrative, coupled behind the fact that you have such a strong community, people who fucking love the narrative in the meme, people who are genuine and real, helping lead this token, have ownership of this token. Where the fuck do you think that can go? No problems, no roadblocks, just straight, pure mimetic force and energy with a crypto community across TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I don't know if I already said that. Twitter, Threads, Reddit, YouTube, all across all these different platforms, right? All these different communities, all under the FEFE umbrella, talking about and pushing this coin and excited and talking about it because they're making money as it goes up. It'll be a snowball effect that only gets bigger and crazier. And what is it being pushed by? The mimetic Pepe drive narrative, the number one coin, the number one narrative for this cycle, Pepe the Frog. This isn't, dog with scales. This isn't flying dog coin. This isn't, pug coin. This isn't some random fucking coin, guys. This wasn't, we didn't choose to be here. I didn't choose to be here. I didn't choose to be in this position, right? We didn't create this frog. We didn't choose for Fefe to be created. Matt Fury made Pepe, he made Hoppy, and he made Fefe. That's all there is to it. I just happened to find Fefe early, and now the community made me a leader. And the guys before me, they fucked up. And now we, the community, have ownership of the third frog. It doesn't get any better than this. We're blessed. I'm thankful. This is insane. We should all be going crazy for this narrative, for this cycle, that we have an opportunity to get into the third frog under 200K. If people, it's insane. People were bummed that they maybe didn't get into Pepe early. They got into Hoppy early. They made fuckloads of money. And now we have Fefe coming. And because of this massive pullback, we've been able to pick up coins like Landwolf at 5 million. Pepe at under 2 billion. Fefe from 130K up to now where we're at. From where Fefe was at like 11 million, now you can get it under 200K. That is stupid. We are so blessed right now to be buying these discounts. And how much lower can these coins really go? When they were at the bottom just a week or two ago, or maybe, I don't know how long ago that was. Let me see. Let me see. How long ago was it that we had that dip recently? So that was November 21st. So, late November, you had a chance to buy stupid discounts. And now, been about a month. So a month later, a month ago, you guys could have bought the bottoms. What a blessing. And now everything's starting to go back up. And like I was talking about before, FEFE is up in the past 30 days, 30%, 27%. It's just been climbing off of that bottom. And you guys still, from those lows just a month ago, still have stupid discounts that you could be buying at before we get confirmation that the market's, returning, recovering, going higher. The worst comes worse. Something, we actually don't continue to take off. And what happens? Maybe it goes back down to Land Wolf 5 million, FEFE 130, 150. I don't really see us going stupid amounts lower. Whether it's Land Wolf, Bobo, Andy, PEPE, or FEFE, I don't really see us having so much more room down to go. So your risk to reward ratio right now is just stupidly good. You're not buying the tops, you're buying the bottoms. That's where you want to be buying. So that way your risk to reward ratio is just so damn good. Because not only are you buying the discount, so when it goes up, you're making stupid amounts of money, but also if it does continue to go lower, it can only go so much lower. You're not going to be going from, 50 million all the way down to 5 million. Maybe you're going, I'm using Land Wolf as an example. Maybe you're going from 5 million to 3 million, which is not as bad as going from 50 million to 5 million. You see what I'm saying? So right now is a very unique opportunity for us. Some of you, if you guys are on the sidelines and you're a little scared, if the bull runs over, if altcoin season isn't coming, worse comes worse, what happens? You're not losing 90% in your investment. These coins can't go so much lower. Of course, they can always go lower, but it's just different compared to if you're buying near the tops. All right. So that is the three frog narrative, you guys. PEPE, HOPPY, and FEFE. PEPE comes from the Boys Club, the famous frog. HOPPY, the Night Riders, already went above 100 million. And FEFE, the third frog. All right. Shout out to the space. Brent, what's good? TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. Thank you for the follow. Turkey, I appreciate you. And shout out to YouTube. YouTube's actually the most poppin' fucking crypto community I have when I do these live streams. We got 4 likes, 4 people watching over on YouTube. On X, how many people are watching on the X live? 17 people on the X live stream, so not bad. Everyone like and repost everything. Guys, this is the work we're going to be putting in. We're going to be giving it our all. We're going to be making content every day. We're going to be hitting TikTok. We're going to be hitting YouTube. We're going to be hitting X. Those are the main ones that we're really going to be pushing. Oh, Threads as well. And now StockTwits. Okay, StockTwits. StockTwits is very cool. We actually got on a space with StockTwits recently. And I might even play that recording. I might even play it right now. Let me see if I can find it. Let me go to StockTwits. But I talked on a StockTwits space. It was very cool. They were doing it, it's actually called CryptoTwits. That's their crypto account. And they hold these meme coin spaces. Basically, we were having some problems with CryptoTwits. We got, suspended. They unsuspended us. They even retweeted us on their account with over 100,000 followers on StockTwits, and said, something like, welcome FEFE or something like. Oh, they said the third frog. That is awesome. No one can deny it, and everyone accepts it, and people are talking about it. Why? Because it's true. he is the third frog, and more people are finding out. And here we have stock twits, crypto twits, literally on their platform, crypto twits, tweeting and saying the third frog. People are gonna know. People are knowing. People are finding out, and this is just facts. You guys think I would be here every day working so hard on something fugat, like this is the third frog. Why the fuck wouldn't I be working so hard on this? Why wouldn't everybody? If you're finding this early, why wouldn't you be going insane for the third frog after Pepe, the one that literally represents Pepe becoming a meme, the thing that makes Pepe valuable? FEFE is the representation of the thing that makes Pepe valuable and relevant. FEFE arguably is one of the most valuable meme coins in the world after Pepe, being that FEFE is the literal representation of what made Pepe famous. You guys see what I'm saying? We have a massive narrative flying under the radar. So many people know about it. Well, what I mean by flying under the radar is so many people are just, man, I'm trying to think of the right word for it. Fuck yeah. Yes, please. Everybody make a stock twits and go talk about FEFE there, because they are promoting us. They are helping us. And I told stock twits, us FEFE community, we will bring people to stock twits because you guys are so awesome. You let us onto a space. You let us talk in front of 100 people and tell people about FEFE and the Three Frog narrative. And then they go and repost us, support us, share us, accept us, love stock twits. They're a big crypto company. They're one of the most popular crypto and stock finance investing social media platforms in the world. So go make a stock twits and go talk about FEFE on stock twits, because every other day what they're doing is stock twits will post the most popular crypto and crypto accounts or meme coins and just altcoins in general that are being talked about on stock twits. And that post will get like over 100 likes and lots of views on Twitter as well. So this is just part of us putting in the work, collaborating with people, being beneficial to other companies, and they're beneficial back to us as well. And FEFE just gets that credibility because of who he is. He's the representation, the third frog. So like, he's already a famous big frog character. We as the community just got to be there and show up and put in work just like we would. There's a community for FEFE because of who he is. That's it. Right? Like, we're all here because of who FEFE is. But it's so insane because FEFE is part of this such a massive narrative, but so many people are sleeping. So many people are focused on other things, other tokens. We're so blessed because this is so under the radar, and it's silly. It's funny. But we know about it, and more people are going to continue to find out about it. And here's the real thing. You could tell everybody in the world about FEFE. Okay, everyone could be talking about it. It won't make a difference until liquidity comes back in the market. And that's for most coins out here. You know? But here's the funny thing. Because of FEFE's name, because of his narrative, when liquidity comes into the market, when FEFE starts flying and everyone starts talking about him, it'll be like a light switch turning on. Because people will be like, oh, fuck, Pepe's running. Pepe's the number one meme. They're going to start searching. They're going to start looking. They're instantly going to remember or already know about or find FEFE. And they're going to dump their fucking money in. It's not even going to be a question. It won't even be a question because they're going to be like, oh, Pepe, FEFE, the representation of Pepe. These guys love it. They're talking about it. They're tweeting about it. They're active in the Telegram. They're pushing. This is going to be a runner. It's going to be a no-brainer, and people will dive in. But right now, the market is just so dead. So many people are on vacation. They're hibernating. They're just gone. Right? That FEFE is just kind of, it just seems like he's under the radar. He's chilling. The chill frog. And I mean, you saw coins like Land Wolf, right? Land Wolf's the perfect example. How was Land Wolf sitting at 5 million market cap? Tell me that. How the fuck was Land Wolf sitting at 5 million market cap? That is insane. Right? So, if some of the best meme coins out here in the world just got absolutely disrespected, then of course FEFE went through the same thing. FEFE holding a 200K market cap is actually extraordinary. It's doing extremely well. And if I've been in this market, I've been locked in, especially since I found FEFE over the past year now. And there's many meme coins out there that are doing much worse than FEFE right now. They're below 100K. They have no volume. They have no community. They are essentially dead. FEFE has people like me and other people out here consistently every day talking about it, building it, stoked on it. Anytime that people are finding it, they're like, oh shit, this is a big narrative. They're putting it on their watch list. We're out here on Spaces. We're on every single social media platform you can think of. This is going to be a major runner, and that's why you're seeing it sitting at close to 200K. Even after being around for a year, we're still here. Because when you have such a valuable and big narrative, you don't just leave that. You don't give up on that. You don't forget about it. There's no way you can forget about the third frog after PEPE, knowing what PEPE is going to do this cycle. And you know deep down in your loins, in your gut, if you forget about FEFE or HOPPY or PEPE, you're going to be coping extremely fucking bad, because it is a obvious no-brainer that these are going to be massive extreme runners. We've seen what the frogs do before. We see it all the time. We see people doubt all the fucking time. How it's more obvious that people fade the frog coin, they doubt it, and then it does 100x, 1000x, and just leaves people dumbfounded. Like, holy shit, I knew what was going to happen, but my dumbass was scared. This is a common and normal fucking thing in the crypto space. So that's why I stay firmly planted. I learned my lesson way back in 2021 when I first bought Shiba Inu, the beta play to PEPE, and I sold it because it was taking too long for it to move. And right after I sold it, it goes and proceeds to do, a 10x. I would have made, I would have turned my $1,000 into 10,000 when I really needed that money. Like, I really needed that money. And I had to watch that coin run without me. And I told myself, I will never, ever, ever put myself in that position again. And it's helped me make a lot of money over. It's helped me see stupid amount of X's and coins that I probably wouldn't have seen, because I would have sold and moved to something else and tried to trade and do all this crazy shit, right? The guys who make the most money in crypto are typically the ones that not only do they hold and have massive conviction, but they go all in actually too. It's the funny thing is, like, not only do they just hold like a maniac and buy the blood that no one else wants to fucking buy, but they'll go all in. Like, they'll sell their house. You know what I mean? Like, these are the guys that you hear about just doing absolutely insane things. Now, I'm not saying to liquidate everything and just go all in on PEPE, HOPPY, or FEFE. I'm just saying, this is typically the stories that you hear and the guys that do the best, right? They have massive conviction. They are not afraid. Uh, and they go in. They go in heavy. So, and right now, this is the golden moment for a lot of us who are still here right now. You know, a lot of people, the market is torn. There's a lot of people that think altcoin season is not coming, and there's a lot of people that think altcoin season is coming. And with this massive dip in discount, isn't it common sense that if we're stuck in the middle, it's either going to go one way or the other? Wouldn't right now at these massive discounts be the best time to place your bet rather than 5 months ago or whenever these coins were at all-time high? A year ago? Now is the time to place your bets. And we've seen time and time again what happens to the people that have the balls to take the risk. And then, you know, it's also very common. You see more of these people that end up being like, fuck, let me wait for a discount because now it's pumping. I don't want to buy the pump. So I'm going to hope that we see a dip and I'll buy that. And then you never get it. And it just keeps going higher and keeps going higher. And then eventually you finally buy because you're like, okay, I'm not going to completely miss this, right? I want to make some money. Obviously it's not going to dip. So I'm going to get in. And then they make some money, but they don't make that fuck you money that those guys that had balls buy at the bottom. Like those are the guys that you look up to that have all the followers and like, and a lot of times those guys started with just 1,000 followers. Now they have 10, 20,000 followers. Why? Because they bought the bottom. They made the calls. They said they were buying the bottom. They said this was it. And then they ended up printing stupid amounts of money and everyone wants to follow them. Why? Because they had the balls. So this is it, guys. This is why I'm showing up every day. This is why I'm here. I'm going to change my fucking life. I'm not going to live this 9-to-5 bullshit forever. And I'm going to do whatever it takes as long as it's morally right, which means I'm going to show up every day. I'm going to make live streams like this. I'm going to do spaces. I'm going to post every day for FEFE coin. And then on my personal accounts, I'm going to post about it as well. And I'm going to post on TikTok and I'm going to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everything. And sure, maybe that's not you guys. You guys don't have to do that because maybe you're not running a meme coin. But what are you going to do? You're going to stay tapped into the market. You're going to be watching these videos. You're going to, and other videos, you're going to be holding your coins. Maybe not even continuing to invest. Maybe you already invested. You're just going to stay place, right? And just have patience. Because what's better? To be wrong and this goes into a bear market and you say, hey, fuck it, at least I tried. Or you sell because you're scared. And you're like, this ain't going to happen. I don't want to take the chance of going into a bear market. And it sends without you. And you completely miss it. And you miss the chance of changing your life. Personally, for me, I would rather go into a bear market than miss the bull run, right? So for me, I would rather be invested I'd rather be invested right now, take the risk, because the risk of missing out on this bull run is far too high. It's much higher than, the risk of going into a bear market right now. You got to think about these things. You got to weigh these things out. Nothing good comes easy, right? I mean, think about the Vikings back in the day, guys. All we have to do is worry about a little bull run or a bear market. And the Vikings back in the day, They got on ships and sailed across seas, knowing they were going to go to war with axes and swords so they could win, so they could get the riches. And guess what? The Englishmen, the English that had the castles and they were Christians, they had to fight the Vikings to preserve and protect what they owned. They didn't even have a fucking choice. Just so they could continue to win or just even maintain what they have. We don't have to do the amount of risk that we have to take, guys, is nothing. Stop. Stop being scared. We're blessed to be living in this timeline. So, guys, I mean, that's all I really have to say. This is the three frog narrative. It is PEPE, HOPPY, and FEFE. Everyone should be telling everyone about it. I mean, personally, like, I mean, it's just like if you're a Christian, right? You want to tell all your friends and everyone, your family, about Jesus Christ because you don't want them to go to hell. Why wouldn't you be telling everybody about PEPE, HOPPY, and FEFE because you know they're going to do well? If you know anything about crypto and this cycle and meme coins, you would want to tell as many people about PEPE, HOPPY, and FEFE because you want them to win, right? You don't want them to miss such massive runners. It's not a matter of trying to help your bags. It's not a matter of trying to sell someone something. It's a matter of just educating people and helping them learn about something that they would love to know about before it takes off and goes crazy. And guess what? You will have a lot of people thank you later. It is a great, great feeling when you take a chance and you tell someone about a good coin and then it does well and they come back later and thank you. I'm telling you guys, it is a great feeling. It's addicting. It's addicting. So, yeah, guys, go out there, tell everyone about these coins. You're only helping people. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Genuinely, like this family, you guys on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, everyone that's been a part of this. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. It's been awesome and great this whole time. So, yeah, I appreciate everyone. Guys, please join the Telegram. I'll see you guys in there. That's where I'm going to be right now. Much love. Stay up. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you. Have a good night.